Okay, so I'm on my way to another pickup. After that last pickup, I think I need to eat something a little hearty, but not just anything either. I'm probably just gonna I feel like I want a boiled egg with some bacon, but instead I'm gonna just have like a fried egg with some bacon and some home fries. I like home fries. I'm not really a hash brown person. I really like home fries. Especially when you add a little salt and pepper and you got some ketchup on it. It's like yummy, yummy, yummy. With a nice buttery biscuit, I'm okay. But something just came to my attention, or just came to my mind that I cannot believe that people do not know that they go to work every single day in the United States of America and they're supposed to get paid. I don't know why employers think that somebody is stealing from them after the worker went to work and got paid. We're not supposed to really have our employees living in our house either. We're not supposed to have the mental health specialist living in our house either. We're not supposed to have the doctor living in our house either. We're not really supposed to have all these people living in our house. Even if you had a butler, maybe the butler has a little room, or a guest room just in case, they want to stay over. But everybody pretty much should be able to come over in the morning, okay? And kind of just like help out, start the day. People don't really need to live in the house. Everybody has money. You collecting a certain amount of money. You're supposed to be working, saving your money, and having your own responsibilities. This cannot be why our cost of living is just so expensive, because people have 2 and 3 different people in their household. It just cannot be, okay? I don't think that that's why our cost of living is so expensive, because people have like 3 or 4 different people that live in their household. But I will say that we need to be careful and to make sure that we do keep ourselves in order, make sure that we do keep up with the laws as they change, okay? Because the laws have changed where people now are not living all together on a plantation to do their services. Hello. Hi, I'm here to pick up for Donna. Sure. Okay. I'm here to pick up for Donna. Oh, excuse me, sir.
Yes, I thought.
Okay.
One second. Yes. Wendy Fiola.
I got the Coca-Cola for you, okay? Sir? No, we do not need to have. Yes, we do not need for everyone to all live in the same household. Maybe it's a way to save money, and I think that that's good, but I think it's not good if you don't have an understanding, okay? So if you don't understand that you all are living together, maybe to save money or just to keep each other company, I don't know. You just have to understand why, but the employer cannot think that the employees are stealing from them after a day of work, or after the person pays their fair share. into a business, okay? Because I think people getting confused. You might be causing us double taxes. You might be making it so you're charging, the citizens of the United States of America more money to actually run their government, okay? Those homes have more domestic violence in it. There's more, violence there, more domestic violence. In a household that doesn't have the right understanding that once we are finished with our service day, we go to separate places. We're not allowed to live in our employer's house. The doctor's not allowed to live in the patient's house. Okay, we have to make sure that we keep everything separate. Okay, this is how we do our business. When you go to look at your taxes can't show that the doctor was your dependent. Okay, for the household, the doctor has to be able to say that they are an independent person for themselves, because every industry has a different payment amount. So if you're up here, expecting to live in somebody else's house and you're getting paid $20, $30, $40 an hour, okay, that means that you're messing up our market, because now you have this money per hour that we gave you with expectation to help you with your cost of living. Now you're saying you don't need it. Okay? Now you're saying you don't need it because you're getting paid too much money, because you're getting paid a lot of money. You're getting paid a lot of money. But in another market, somebody else gets paid $15 or $16 an hour, and that's not enough. They haven't found a roommate yet. Okay? They haven't found themselves a living mate or roommate yet. Okay? So that's why we have to make sure that we're careful. And you see, we have elderly out here, and I feel so bad. We don't want to talk bad about them because they work very, very hard for this country and to wear the black shoes that they're wearing. But these younger kids and younger guys, you guys are out here making it harder, okay? Because you act like now you don't have competency. The old man has to take his jobs back and trying to figure out how to give it back to the American people, because if he doesn't, then his cost of living is either going to go up or his income is going to go down, because somebody else either thinks that we have too much money in savings, okay, whereas another group of people don't have enough money in savings, and those other corporations don't have enough money to pay them $30 an hour. That's why when we have partnerships or we have mates, or when the federal government says it's an agreement made already for these other group of people to help out, because they contribute a lot, okay, to our living sector, that's what you have to do. Okay, that's what you have to agree with, because we're not making the youth people live first. Okay, we're not making them live longer to pretend that they are the real family member or the service duty member who's there to take care of everyone. Because it's more than just cooking and cleaning to take care of our human being. Okay, it's more than that. It's not my residence. Answer a question as a child.
Ma'am,
Yes?
we don't have that one.
Okay, you don't have the porkling crackling?
Yeah, we don't
original?
have the 50 next year. Yeah. We
Okay.
don't have that one.
Yep, thank you, sir.
We don't have, okay?
Okay,
So
let me see.
I can cancel, okay?
Okay.
Possible order is cancel.
Okay,
Only-
can I have a bag?
Yeah, only this thing. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. And so, gosh, they gotta stop sweeping out here in front of these stores, in front of their businesses, because they're gonna give us flat tires. Okay? Did children tell you to clean up the floor? No, they didn't. That was an adult. Okay? So, yes? Bye-bye. So one who's... Hi. Oh, you... Okay, and so guess what? Again, the adult, you need to open the door for someone else. Okay? They know how to find a way to adjust the program. We don't have this chip. Oh, ask if we have another chip. Okay? Wasn't a kid's idea. The lady sees that the back of her car is dirty. She goes over there and she decides to clean the back of her vehicle up. Okay? That's not a child's idea. It's not the youth group's idea. That's an adult's idea. Okay? Everything that you see, where we're going to put pictures on the walls, okay? How we're going to, put the store together, okay? And the design, that was all adults. That is not a youth group, okay? Who came up with the idea of how to put the stickers for the marketing of the stores on the wall, okay? Coming up with the ingredients for the food, okay? Those were all professionals, but those are all adults, okay? How to prune a tree, pruning the trees, okay? Making sure that the grass and the ground looks nice, okay? Those are all adults. You have to have a certain skill level, okay, for you to start learning all those things. That's not a youth group, okay? Everything that you see out here, to covering up the holes in the ground, to building the building, okay, those are not the youth group. Those are adults, okay? So we just have to make sure that we are professional, making sure that we're careful, making sure that we are in the right civil liberties, okay, for all of the human beings, including the animals, okay? You tell a kid to go make sure that the animals have their food, the kid's going to be like, I don't care about them, okay? I'm trying to go someplace else, all right? We have to make sure that we are careful. A kid doesn't wake up in the morning and say, I got to figure out how to get this person out of my house, or I got to figure out how to do this. The kid doesn't need to figure out anything. Doesn't need to figure out anything. Okay, there should be no Mexican man that's upset today because he has to take care of his children. No, you already knew that you had to take care of your children, okay? You already knew that. Okay, don't keep trying to make people think that you're dependent, because what happens is that people will have to, decide, should we call human services? Okay, because people cannot be kicked in their head as adults to help a child, okay, to give somebody and I know that people are just choosing to go their own way and just do whatever they want to do. That's not right either. Okay, we're not just gonna go and do whatever we want to do, okay, because somebody else doesn't feel like watching or seeing adults live and be jealous because the person's not 50 years old yet, because we don't want to see her baby, okay? We're supposed to have human rights advocates out here to make sure that the immigrants know that you don't have any rights to vote, okay? So that means that you don't have a jurisdiction to tell us who is supposed to have a baby, who should be married, who's not. I just told you that our federal system cannot be a negative, okay? Our federal system has to be positive. It's positive in Japan, it's positive in Mexico, okay? It's positive. It's supposed to be positive in people's homes, okay? It's to be positive on people's businesses, okay? I don't know why, this whole negative thing is coming up. Okay, I don't know why. Because people did raise their hands, okay? And it's because people might want to tell a lie or tell a story, but you can't tell a lie. Okay? somebody is thinking that someone else was supposed to be taking care of them if that's not what you raised your hand to say. Okay? Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay, sign here. Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. And then, because all of this is really about our economics, okay? Give him his straw. Our economics and making sure that all of our countries have the structure is in order. The immigrants. Here's your straw, sir. Your straw.
Oh,
thank you.
so much.
Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. Because we want to make sure that that everybody's under the law. Okay, so there should be no immigrants in our federation. We keep saying that. I don't know why the president still keeps acting confused because his wife's a nationalist, but his wife's being a nationalist doesn't mean that everybody else qualifies. Okay, you have to be in the United States as a citizen for so many years. Okay, not living as somebody else's child from another country. Okay, or someone who hasn't taken the citizenship test yet. Okay, I don't know if you need to have a diploma, a high school diploma, or a GED or something, but we don't want to encourage for people to take the alternative learning. We want people to actually go and get a degree. Okay. And that's for you to have your own civil liberties that are right for you, for your happiness here in the United States of America. If you're going to choose not to do those things, then you're probably not going to be happy, okay? But you have to be careful because you don't want to make other people feel unhappy. Why? Because in the United States of America, Black American people are not allowed to suffer, okay? So we do have suffrage laws here. And so I don't know why these other countries, okay, want people to suffer. They don't need to suffer. If you're a good citizen and you're doing what the teacher taught you to do, then you should be doing good. You should be doing well, okay? We taught you how to clean your hands, sanitize your hand. We taught you how to keep the body clean, okay? Some people have learned about philosophies, okay, and how to use principles, okay, how to live, how to think, how how to be of good use to yourself, how to be good and for other people to see you doing good, and making it so other people feel confident and feeling like they want to be good too. Okay, so we teach all these different life skills and how to be a good human, how to be better, okay, how to pray to God for your pain, okay, and to see that there's a place of healing, but the child is not teaching you that, okay, the youth group isn't teaching you that, okay, the nanny might think that she knows, and that's fine, but the nanny's really only supposed to be speaking if she's spoken to, okay. Alright, so that was my talk. I don't have anything with me right now. Okay, bye-bye. Talk to you in a few minutes.